Where are you right now? Physically, you are contained. You're within a border. We like borders. They're tidy. They tell us where here ends and there begins. In fact, your skin is a biological fence keeping your you-ness from leaking out into the universe. But what happens when a border simply disappears? Not because of a war or a treaty, but because of a stutter. The Berlin Wall wasn't just concrete. It was a physical manifestation of the word no. It was a 155-kilometer-long period at the end of a sentence nobody was allowed to finish. And then came Günter Schabowski. On November 9th, 1989, Schabowski, an East German spokesman, walked into a live press conference. Right before he went on, he was handed a memo. He hadn't been at the meeting where it was written. He hadn't read it. He just tucked it into his jacket. In physics, we talk about the butterfly effect, small changes in initial conditions that lead to massive, unpredictable results. Schabowski's unread memo was the butterfly. During the broadcast, a journalist asked the golden question: when do the new travel regulations take effect? Schabowski froze. He leafed through his papers. He hadn't been briefed. The plan was a slow, controlled rollout starting the next day, but he couldn't find that part. He looked at the cameras, shrugged, and said, "Ab sofort unverzüglich," immediately, without delay. In that moment, the laws of physics didn't change, but the laws of human reality did. If you tell a crowd the door is open now, it doesn't matter if the lock is still turned. The door is gone. How fast does a mistake travel? In 1989, it traveled at the speed of light via television signals. Thousands of East Berliners saw the news and marched to the checkpoints. The guards had guns and orders to shoot, but they also had televisions. They faced a cognitive dissonance crisis. The reality in front of them contradicted the reality in their heads. The guards chose to open the gates. The wall didn't fall because of a hammer. It fell because of a misplaced adverb. In information theory, noise is anything that interferes with a message. Usually, noise is the enemy. But here, the noise, Schabowski's lack of preparation, became the message. It makes you wonder, how much of our world is actually held together by people who know what they're doing? We like to think there's a grand plan. It's comforting. But the reality is that history is often just a series of accidents held together by people pretending to be prepared. The Berlin Wall was a low-entropy system enforced by massive energy. Schabowski's mistake was the moment the energy ran out and entropy took over. The structures we think are permanent, governments, walls, the rules, are actually incredibly fragile.